Hey Explorers, I'm Jessica, and today on Exploring the Local Life, I wanted to talk to you about what holidays look like on the road for us. We, of course, have been RVing for 4 years now, and this is actually our fifth holiday on the road, and I just wanted to share what we've been doing over the years. So, of course, being in an RV, tiny space, so we can't have the big tree, we can't have all those things, but we have always had like a tabletop tree, and some sort of lights or something like that to keep it kind of festive, nothing too over the top. As far as where we spend Christmas, it kind of depends. Sometimes we have gone home to my parents' house or to Robert's parents' house, or we have just celebrated on our own in the RV wherever we happen to be. This year has been pretty special because it's our very first year actually wintering in Florida. So that not only means that we can celebrate Christmas morning here in the RV if we want and then go see family, but it's also just made it so that we can kind of just celebrate the holidays as they're happening without rushing to be anywhere. We're already here near family and friends, so we've just been able to just enjoy the time. And you know, it kind of is like the season that we're in right now of our RV travel. We have never spent Christmas here in Florida, so that's meant that we've either had to hightail it home real quick just for a few days for the holidays, or spend it, like I said, you know, just us wherever we happen to be. So this year is very different. And it's funny because we can kind of like celebrate on the fly, like catch these moments that are happening as they're happening without really even knowing, not having a plan. Like this last Friday, we were actually in town for the Mount Dora Christmas walk, which we didn't even know was like a thing. But basically they shut down the entire historic area to vehicle traffic, so it's just foot traffic. And like all the stores are open late. You can open carry containers in that space. Lights everywhere. People set up doing music, singing. Santa was there. All kinds of stuff. And you know, because we are staying somewhere for the winter, for the holidays, without moving around, we're able to participate in that. You know, so that might be something that you might want to consider as you start thinking about what kind of RV travel style you have. Or if you're like going every week, going somewhere, and maybe you want to kind of spend the holiday season somewhere, it's very possible and easy to do when you're RVing. And you don't even necessarily have to plan in advance. Like a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're going to Florida for winter, for the holidays. You're never going to find a place to stay last minute. You can, you will. It just might, you know, I mean, if you have a very set place that you want to stay, like I want to stay like in Disney for Wilderness. Okay, yes. If you're trying to go somewhere where everybody else is going, yeah, you're gonna need to plan that in advance. But if you were like us, where we're just like, well, let's just go there, let's try it out, let's see, whatever. We don't ever actually go to any of the touristy places. We just don't. That's not a big deal for us. We just find a spot, go, try it out. If it's really good, we might renew for another month, so we don't have to move around as much. But basically, don't be stressed out about like staying, you know, at Disney, unless you want to stay at Disney, in which case, yeah, you're going to have to make some reservations. But for us, we prefer to just kind of go with the flow, see what happens, and then we might have these magical moments without planning it, without being stressed out. And it just like kind of happens for us, and it's been great. We're really happy to be able to celebrate this year in Florida, to kind of have an extended holiday season. Has been really special for us because we normally don't get to do it. And if you've never been to Mount Dora, I do recommend going. It is kind of like northwest of Orlando, but it's a really neat little town. It definitely has some character and some awesomeness if you have never been. But anyway, I'm going to show you kind of like what our evening was like at the Christmas walk. So anyway, that was a Christmas walk in Mount Dora. Hope you thought it was pretty cool. We did. So just, you know, wherever you happen to be, almost every single city and town will have some sort of Christmas event, whether it's really big or low key. You can find Christmas drives, things like that. You know, just search online for the location where you are and you'll find some activities. If you happen to be somewhere where you've never been before, or if you're not close to family, there's always options for celebrating the holidays, you know, to your taste, to your level of like, whoa, like that Christmas walk was a bit, whoa, over the top. That's not our usual scene. But I'm glad that we kind of accidentally, not kind of, totally accidentally stumbled upon it, because that's the kind of place we probably wouldn't have gone to. Not Mount Dora, we would go to Mount Dora anytime. But we wouldn't necessarily go for like an event like that because it's so big and loud and stuff. And even the kids enjoyed it, which was great. So RVing in the holidays, make it yours, make it you. It's not going to be exactly like it was when you were in a house. It's just not possible. The smaller space, you just can't do it all like that. So just pick and choose the things that you really enjoy. If you enjoy cooking, you can still make a small meal in your RV kitchen. It is possible to make like a turkey breast or like a ham or something smaller, but you know, it can be done. So don't, if you're somebody that has like a big holiday flair and stuff all the time in your house and stuff, just modify it, just adjust it. And we did do a blog post about it where 5 different families talk about how they've been celebrating the holiday season in their RV, and I'm going to have a link in the description, and hopefully something will pop up, a little eye or something, where you can click and read about that and see how other people are celebrating, just so you can get a feel for, you know, what yours might morph into, whether you are just starting out on your RV journey or starting to research, or you're already out there doing stuff but you're like, this is not what I really wanted to do. This is not how I wanted to do stuff. So, you know, think outside the box. You're RVing now, do something different, and definitely seek out and do what works for you and your family. Only you know what that can be. Don't let others define that. Otherwise, like, why are you RVing anyway? For me, I think it's freedom. Even if you're stationary, even if you're living in a huge $1 million rig, whatever, just do what works for you and your family and that brings you happiness and freedom. That's what this life is about. Don't forget it, all right? And you guys have a very happy holiday season, however you celebrate, whatever you celebrate, whether you have friends or family, or if you're celebrating alone. You know, you're never quite alone. You've got connections. You have people that think about you and care about you, even if they're really far away or if it doesn't seem like it. So enjoy the time, however it unrolls and unfolds for you. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments or whatever, just leave them below. And don't forget to hit the little bell for subscriptions and notifications so you always know when I'm posting a video, when Robert's posting a video. And we will catch you later. If you want to know, oh, last thing. If you want to know more like what's happening and links to blog posts that I put out every week, or maybe you missed a video or something, sign up for our newsletter. There's going to be a link in the description for that. So that way you're getting a weekly email from me saying, hey, what's up? And you'll find out more of like my day-to-day life. The newsletter is definitely all Jessica. I do send that out, and it's all about like what I'm doing, RV living, entrepreneurial stuff, all of that. So don't forget to sign up for that. See you later. Happy holidays.